Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live where I'll be talking about how sometimes people look very much perfect outside, but inside they are broken apart. They don't know how to express themselves or even ask for help. Have you ever said yes when your heart screamed no? Have you put everyone else first and forgotten you? We will talk about breaking patterns, reclaiming your energy, and rising in your true Shakti. Comment yes if you are with me. How to heal and be your true self. We are going to talk about how sometimes we are crying silently, unable to trust, unable to share. I know it because I have been there too. Polished on the outside, but broken from inside. That's the silent pain so many of us, so many women carry. So your heart deserves more than just looking fine. It deserves to feel fine. Why women hide their pain? Let's talk about this topic. Why do women hide their pain? First of all, fear of being judged. There is a lot of pressure to have it all together. No, we are always taught by the family that the woman always keeps everyone together. So we have a lot of pressure, not wanting to burden others. That is also a quality of women. They don't want to burden others by sharing or by expressing what they are feeling inside. But pretending to be strong is not strength. Asking for help is. So let's talk about fear of being judged. Many women actually grow up hearing, don't show your weakness, people will talk. The result is we wear a mask. We all are wearing lot of masks. We keep smiling when our hearts are breaking inside. But here's the truth. Hiding your pain doesn't make you stronger. It only makes you lonely. Let me share a story of a woman I knew. Everywhere she went, she looked flawless. Her sari was always crisp. Her lipstick was perfect. Her smile was radiant. People admired her and said, she's so beautiful. She has everything in life. But what nobody saw was her nights. Every night, after putting her kids to bed, she sat on her bathroom floor and cried. She was exhausted from doing everything for everyone, scared to share her pain because she thought people would judge her, or worse, stop loving her. On the outer side, she looked perfect. On the inside, she was breaking. One day, she whispered to me, I don't know who I am anymore. I've forgotten what it feels like to be me. That broke my heart, and I was able to help her. Because how many of us live the same way? Smiling outside while silently crying inside. The lesson over here is strength is not pretending to be fine, strength is asking for help when your heart feels heavy. And most importantly, every woman has the right to be herself and still be loved. You can talk it out to your friends, you can talk it out with your husband if he's a very good friend of yours. And always share your feelings, ask for help when needed. It's not about looking perfect from outside. Actually, that fools it. We are trying to fool the world. But healing inside is what frees up your soul. So work on your soul rather than just the role that you're playing. The second one is the pressure to have it all together. Society often glorifies the superwoman image, perfect mother, perfect wife, perfect professional, always smile. But inside, many of us are crumbling. The truth is, even the superwomen get tired. Even Ma Durga had 10 arms. She wasn't doing it all with just two arms, right? So, being everything for everyone doesn't mean forgetting yourself. You cannot you cannot pour from an empty cup. You need to fill your cup first. The third one is not wanting to burden others. Women often think I don't want to trouble anyone with my problems. But keeping pain inside doesn't protect others. It only hurts you. When you allow yourself to receive support, you also teach others it's okay to ask for help. Let me share a story. Now, pretending to be strong is not strength. Asking for help is, because it takes more courage to say, I need support, than to fake a smile. Tell me honestly, which one of these feels closest to your heart? Fear of being judged, pressure to be perfect, or not wanting to burden others? Drop in the chat. I was about to share a story. Yes, I'm about to share a story after this. So let's talk about the cost that you are paying of hiding your pain. First of all, is the emotional cost. When women hide their pain, they carry silent loneliness, smiling outside but crying in the bathroom where no one can see. Anxiety creeps in because of constant what if, what if, what if they find out, what if I am not enough, what if I collapse one day. Guilt becomes heavy, and guilt for not being the perfect mother, perfect daughter in law, perfect wife, or a perfect professional. So, there was once a woman, she was my client, she was a wonderful woman, a caring wife, a woman who held her family together. To everyone else, she was the strongest one. But when she spoke to me, her voice trembled. She said, Lubena, I do everything for my family, but I feel invisible in my own life. Her days were full of cooking, working, caring, managing, but she hadn't done a single thing just for herself in years. She felt guilty even thinking about it. So today, together, sat together and we worked on one simple thing, giving herself the permission to say no for whatever she loved to do. Maybe it's just for an hour, or maybe a day, once in a week, or maybe every day, just an hour, and say yes to herself. The first time she went for a short walk alone, she went no solo trip. She cried, not because she was sad, because she finally felt free. When you love yourself enough to say no, you create space for joy to say yes. Now let's talk about the physical cost that you are paying. Science shows that unexpressed emotions are stored in the body. Stress hormones like cortisol build up. That's why women often complain of constant fatigue, migraines, digestive issues, weight gain, skin problems, but no doctor finds anything wrong. Your gut is called your second brain. When you suppress emotions, your digestion slows, bloating starts, acidity spikes. I remember meeting a client from the outside. She was a picture of grace, always presentable, always polite, always fine. But behind that mask, she carried years of unspoken hurt and disappointment. One day, her body started giving up on her. Constant stomach aches, sudden acidity, sleepless nights. Doctors gave her medicine, but nothing worked because the real pain wasn't in her stomach, it was in her heart. Her body was screaming what her mouth had kept silent for. See me, hear me, I am not okay. That was her breaking point. She finally opened up, cried, and sought help. Slowly, as she healed emotionally, her physical pain also started easing. So, lesson to learn over here is when we bury our emotions alive, they come out as illness. Healing begins the day we decide to stop hiding. When you swallow your emotions, they don't disappear, they turn into illness. Your body keeps the score. So, how many you have had unexplained headaches, stomach upset, or body pain, and deep inside you knew it wasn't physical but emotional? This Navratri, I am opening one on one breakthrough sessions. They are worth 5,000 rupees for just rupees 999. If you are tired of carrying that weight alone, let me hold your hand and walk this path with you. Looking perfect outside is easy. Feeling whole inside, that's true power. Like my Ma Durga broke her shackles, you too can break yours. The time is now. So let's close our eyes for an affirmation. I will say it once and I want you to repeat it with me. Wherever you are, I have the right to be myself and still be loved. Saying no to others is saying yes to me. I release guilt and choose freedom. My worth is not in pleasing others, it is in honoring myself. Like Ma Durga, I rise in my true power. Remember, you don't have to be perfect outside while breaking inside. You're worthy of love exactly as you are. Thank you for being here. And if you have got something to learn from this session, do share in the comments below. Thank you.